Okay, looks like we're live. So we are live for episode 187 of Time Out Tuesday. I believe that last week when I did the video from a parking lot while I was traveling, I might have announced that that was episode 187, but it wasn't. This one is actually the real 187. That was a fake one. That was 186. So, in any case, episode 187, Time Out Tuesday, and I was thinking about something that happens fairly regularly in classes, which is that as we're talking about something, sometimes the lessons have to do with karate itself. Sometimes it might have to do with self-defense perspective, how to be aware of situations, how to respond in interpersonal situations, even to avoid having to have a self-defense situation. And other times we're just discussing life experience and sharing some life experiences with each other, whether it's the students sharing it with the class, me sharing it with them. And certainly very often I use my own life experiences with people that I've worked with in the past, people that I reported to in the past, people that reported to me in the past, my coworkers, and of course my martial arts teachers over the years. And I share the experiences that I've had because that's part of how we pass down tradition and knowledge. And whether I had a good or a bad experience, it's not going to really do anybody a lot of good unless I extend what I learned to other people so that they can hopefully either avoid making the same mistakes I made or, perhaps have the same successes that I had. So, it's a very important thing, happens all the time. But one of my favorite things that happens, it happened just a little while ago. I was talking in class about one of our guiding principles that actually speaks about making sure that you practice the techniques that you're weaker in so that you don't develop weakness in your overall self-defense. If you notice that you can only kick with one leg, you should make sure that you're kicking with the other leg a little bit more to try to keep things in balance. And that's one of the basic rules that we try to apply in martial arts, keeping everything even. We don't really have lefties and righties in karate. And so one day I was explaining this to people and saying, I noticed everybody started with their strong side. Now I want you to work on your weak side because it's really important. And if you work on your weak side in just a short period of time, you can, easily balance out that, balance your weak side with your strong side. And that, class ended and the day ended. And the next day we came back to class and I was talking about something related to arm strength. And I was mentioning that, most people that are righties tend to be stronger on their right side. Most people that are lefties tend to be stronger on their left side. But interestingly, I've always had a stronger right arm, despite that I'm lefty. And one of my students that was in class the day before raised their hand and said to me, well, you can fix that simply by just working out your left hand more. And I loved the fact that she threw back into my face the thing that I said to them yesterday. It meant that it stuck. It meant that it was lesson learned, somewhat internalized, able to use it in conversation, and it really made me happy. Imitation's the greatest form of flattery, and when I hear my students either conveying a story on the floor, especially one of my students that are teaching conveys a story on the floor that I told them originally, or sometimes many times, or a student kind of kicks that right back to me when I'm talking to them about something. They say to me, hey, didn't that happen to you when you were working with that, blah, blah, blah. And it really, practically brings tears to my eyes because it means that what we're teaching is sticking, and that makes me very happy. So anyway, That's it for today. If you have experiences, find people to share them with, mentor people. It's important. It's how we're going to make better people come up behind us. So that's really it. I got to head back over to the school. Took a quick break because we're in the middle of doing another round of construction. We did our filtration and air conditioning systems right when we reopened so that we'd be safer in the COVID environment. We replaced the entire dojo floor with a really awesome floor that is just doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Totally different material, a little more modern. And now we're actually redoing both of our restrooms in the back to make it a nicer place for our members just to be. And then we have a couple small little things that we're going to do after that to finish up this round of construction. So that's really it. We're getting ready to start our back to school push. If you know anybody that's interested in joining, the end of the summer is a really good time to get in before we get that back to school push and things get a little nuts. So let them know, have them give me a call, set up some time to chat, see if we're a good fit, and get them in. So that's it for today. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Finish up your summer with on a high note. I wish everybody peace.